Next question is there something more than the hyperlink for self-service for SharePoint integration?
So if you want to do SharePoint integration, okay, there are a couple of things. If you're talking about, you could do the URL, the hyperlink to the self-service portal if you need it, if that's what you're referring to. But with self-service settings now, we've provided the ability for you to get in here and, hold on a minute, to get in here and see direct URLs to anything that you're looking for. So for example, we have direct links to different things. So if you want to integrate, let's say, a capability that's maybe available with a tile, for example, to a SharePoint site, you can click here and copy the direct link to view tickets and requests. If you're talking about just a specific template, for example, an incident, then in that particular case, you would go to that template and you would find the URL that you would need, the self-service link, and you could embed that elsewhere. Not sure that answers the question, but those are two things that I had wanted to show you today anyway, the concept of direct links. Okay.
Right, and if there's integrations that were more involved in that, we can certainly, RightStar can certainly help with that. We've done lots of integrations using Pentaho, for example, to integrate between maybe different databases or database products like Alteryx or version 1 or SCCM, something like that. Okay, last question, and then I think you've got Watch working here. How do I get to my IT in my Remedyforce instance?
Okay, so that's a good question. We actually have, there's documentation in your Remedyforce instance that tells you how to do it, because you actually have to, there is something involved. It's not just turning on a switch within Remedyforce, all right? So there is a component to install. So that would be right there a whole hour session of discussion. So I think the best thing to do is to take the contact information and reach back to that customer or attendee, if you will, and then we can forward them to the links to the documentation that walks them through what they need to do to get MyIT turned on, if you will. Mm-hmm.
Right, and since it's no additional charge, at least for the basic, I would think that most customers would want to at least take a look at it.
I would think so, too.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Good. Okay, so is everything up now?
Everything's up. Let's take a peek at what your analysts can do from their mobile devices. So we're using the Salesforce One app right now that different analysts might have. And so I'm doing this directly from my iPad. And, you know, we used to just be able to go directly to incidents, changes, etc. But what we've done for the new release so that you don't have to have each of those tabs enabled is just under apps, you have two apps. You have your Remedyforce dashboards. And just like you had, these are the ones that you saw on my dashboard screen at the beginning of the demo, all right? If I want to drill down to the underlying data, just like I do from dashboards, in the web browser, I could click on that graphic and drill down. You also then have the Remedyforce mobile app, and I hope I selected the right one. From the Remedyforce mobile app, you have the ability to work with incidents, all right? You can see incidents assigned to me or incidents that are assigned to the queue, etc. Or maybe I want to see tasks. These are various broadcasts I'm working with. I could search the knowledge base. All right, so these are my different knowledge articles. All right, so I could search for printer or what have you and find a relevant knowledge article. Okay. Oh, let's see. I have numerous tasks. So these are various open tasks. We're going to go back to incidents real quickly, and I'm going to open the incident and show you how that looks. All right. So we have a couple of incidents here. During this demo, if you recall, Sally submitted a service request, or excuse me, an incident, but through a chat session, and this is what that was. If I want to now, I have the ability to get in here and add notes or send email from that. I can get in here and make modifications. So even though in the web browser console I had certain values set, if I have the appropriate rights, I can get in here and I can modify things like impact and urgency. So I'm going to look up urgency. Okay, let's say, oh, I don't know, low. Or I could just do a wild card if I wanted to. All right. And I could modify the fields there. It didn't take it, but that's all right. You're getting the concept. I could get in here if I wanted to now and do my resolutions. I just highlight the field and I type in, reboot, whatever. So I can work from these tickets or work these tickets directly from, if it will cooperate, reboot, directly from within the Salesforce One application. My little wheel's spinning, so it's trying. I have a lot going through my network right now. So the purpose really here was to just show you an interface that's available through the Salesforce One app. This is free. This is not anything anybody has to pay for. Just go download the app. And then this is what My IT looks like from an end-user device. So this is the My IT app that I downloaded and installed, and this is what it looks like. It's showing me that I have a help desk appointment that I scheduled for tomorrow to deal with that issue that I'm having, needing to check for corruption on a hard drive. If I'm following services within My IT, any service that I'm following, I'm able to instantly see the status of that service and how it's working. Right here from, my iPad or iPhone or Android, I could get down here and submit requests. So as an alternative to using the self-service app that we have available, if you want to leverage or take advantage of all the other capabilities that My IT offers, you have the ability to do that from your mobile devices as well with the My IT client. Okay. And, that was just to be a quick introduction for you, for what you can do with Remedyforce Summer 14. We didn't get into everything, obviously, because you can only do so much in an hour. But hopefully you've had enough of a taste that if you're a current Remedyforce customer, you're going to explore how you can take advantage of and leverage these capabilities that you're already entitled to have access to. Okay? For those of you who do not use Remedyforce, at least you're aware of some of these capabilities, and you've had enough of a taste to the interface, hopefully, that gives you a better idea. And then you can go to the BMC website, to the Remedyforce page, and maybe you want to schedule a separate appointment with RightStar or what have you, or sign up for a trial. Those are your options. So with that said, covered a lot, hopefully, in an hour. Answered the few questions I believe that came in. So Dick, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Tim. You got through everything in just an hour. I'm very impressed. An excellent job. Thanks again. And I wanted to certainly say thank you to the attendees out there that joined us today. I know I found it very informational and very interesting, and I'm certainly glad I spent the time.